doing both shopping for him?
I'm not doing his shopping for him. I want to cheer him. I mean, he's just been under a lot of pressure lately, you know? What with the fire in Angel Square and panicking over the kidnapping of Blair's baby and the pressure of trying to nail Carlo Hester, and of course there's trying to save the whole planet.
Oh, we wouldn't want to forget that now, would we?
No, I just wanted to get something to cheer him up, because you know how depressing it can be trying to save the whole planet.
Well, it looks like you got him a whole bunch of something there.
You ate all the raisins.
True.
Hi there.
I thought you were in school.
I'm just between classes, and I want to pick up a few CDs.
What's that?
Some country music?
I didn't know you liked country music.
Well, sometimes.
Learn something new about you every day.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to be heading on my way back. Things like...
Mom.
No, you don't have to do that.
No, really. Please, have fun, stay, I go away. Bye-bye. Talk to you later.
Sit. Keep you company while you eat lunch.
Well,
Sonia? What's up?
With who?
I mean, why did you ask me out to lunch?
I kind of wanted to clear the air.
Looks pretty clear to me. You don't have to do anything.
No, Linda, I want to make sure you don't get the wrong idea.
Go ahead.
You and me the other night when we were dancing. When Andy came in, I used you. And I wish I hadn't. I shouldn't drag you into what's going on between me and Andy. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
I don't know why you think you need to explain this, Antonio. I'm all grown up. I know the score. It's cool. Next time you turn a 5-minute drive into a drag race, you can just leave me on the curb.
Oh, yeah? Then here's me buy you lunch.
Well, you gotta go back and pick me up as fast as you drop me off, and that way you can buy the lunch.
Okay.
Marty's gonna be thrilled when she finds out you've been driving people around and you really earned your wheels.
These are my set of wheels. The van is just my auxiliary set. And speaking of Marty, let's get this straight. You're not going to say anything about me being able to move my legs, right?
I'm just talking about you driving the van, nothing more.
All right. Well, at least now I can get in and out of the darn thing. But it's not going to matter much longer.
Guess you won't be needing it?
That's right. I'm going to be a regular guy driving a regular car. And then I'm going to get on my own 2 feet.
I think I'll have the prime rib of beef, and then the lobster Newburg, and then the beef Wellington. Oh, and on the lobster, make sure it's not one of those little 1-pound runs, okay? I want a big lobster here. Okay, now where was I?
Beef Wellington, no small lobster.
Okay, I need something to wash it down. How about a bottle of your best champagne? What are you gonna have?
This isn't the condemned man's hearty meal, Max. It's just lunch.
Yep, and it's on you. The wealthiest nun in the history of Catholicism.
We'll have 2 lobster salads and a bottle of champagne. Forget the rest. Thanks.
Oh, man. Oh, man, why are you being such a piker? You got no reason to be cheap. You're gonna get $20 million.
Yeah, we're both happy.
Hardly. I'm still dealing with the irk factor.
What is an irk factor?
I'm irked. I'm irked that Ace is losing $5 million and still making $10 million more than me on this deal. I am irked that you're reaming me out of $10 million of my share, less what I'm going to eat up of your profits at lunch every day.
You've always been such a classy dude.
Thank you.
I, for one, am happy that this unholy alliance is over so we can finally talk about something besides money.
I, for one, am going to miss our partnership. I think we made quite a team.
Here you are, Mr. Holden.
Oh, thank you. I'll pour it.
Hope that Carlo never finds out that we conned him. That's a rat I'd never like to meet up close and personal.
Would you just relax. He's going to hand over the money, drink the water, get his blood checked. Abracadabra, he's cured. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. The man does not have Bates' disease. Besides, you'll never know he never had it at the beginning.
I hope you're right.
Of course I'm right. I've never ever been wrong. I'm always right. The only way he would ever know is if he gets his blood checked before he drinks the water. And why on earth would he do that, huh? The man is without a clue.
I don't understand this. I consulted with experts who confirmed the diagnosis, and now I'm supposed to believe an insurance company nurse.
It's not my word. Those are laboratory results. You don't have Beden's disease or anything else. Drew, what are you looking at?
Me? I'm not looking at anything.
Okay.
Listen, I'd love to have lunch with you, but not here. Why don't you finish up your shopping and then meet me at Rhodey's?
Well, are you sure you're going to have enough time between classes?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Hi there, honey.
What are you doing here?
Woo, did you get me my music, Drew?
And the CD player I asked you for?
All right. Yes. Did you find that new KT album?
The one with silver tongue and gold-plated lines on it.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. KT can make a comeback. So can I.
Yeah, it's
What
all
about
in
those-
there. It's all in there. K.T. Austin, your Hank Williams, your Johnny Cash, all that good stuff.
That stuff is classic country. The good stuff. That's what your mama sings, Drew. The good stuff. Not like all these punchboard canaries and tight jeans and Stetsons who say they're singing country. And all it is rockified trash with a steel guitar in the background.
Mama.
Now, my new song, that's gonna show 'em what country music is supposed to be. Lies in the morning, heartbreak for lunch.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Well, I was just bored unto death in that tacky old motel you stuck me in, so I hopped on the bus and I come on over. The question is, what are you doing here? Playing around with that little drug addict Chippy right out here in public for everybody to see.
I told you we're just friends.
Right, and Jerry Lee Lewis can't play a lick. So, what's happening with Bo? You told Big Daddy Bo I ain't dead
Do you
yet?
think I've had a chance to tell anybody about anything?
Oh, you're mad at me? Yeah, a couple of months with the Buchanans and all their money, and you turn on your poor old mama. Who raised you as best she could. Not to mention...
Well, don't mention. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. I'm not turning on you. I just need a little bit of time.
Baby, this is my last chance to get my career back on track. I need that money. I need it double quick.
You're positive about this. Now, these tests are fully accurate. I don't have Eden's disease. I never did.
No, sir. Whatever gave you the idea that you had Vedens? Do you realize how rare it is?
Even more rare now than it was a few minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much. Have a good trip home. And thank Mr. Bartholomew. And thank you.
So what's this about? You thought you had a disease?
When I was at the hospital, July 4th, I had been diagnosed with a rare fatal blood disorder called Eden's disease. I even called in a specialist from the Mayo Clinic, a world expert on the disease. And I don't even have the wretched thing.
So you thought you were dying? Oh, no wonder you've been so strange lately.
How can a world expert be wrong? I mean, I want an explanation of this. Mayo Clinic. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Emmentaler, please. He, oh, no message. Thank you. Faith!
Oh, Carlo, you're worrying me.
He's in Philadelphia at the Hefner Convention.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, here, let me go get him for you. It won't take me long. You just try to put your mind at ease.
Yes. That's very, very nice of you, R.J.
Oh, well, it just seems to me you need to know one way or the other.
You're absolutely right. I'm sure. I'm gonna live forever.
Not if you ever do that again.
Nah.
Go somewhere else. We can go somewhere else.
No. I'm not going to spend my life running from anything.
All right, fine. Well, let's take this table and we'll grab some lunch. I've got to, move on.
Whatever you want me to do.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want you to do anything.
Sure. Leave everything to me.
Linda, I don't want anyone...
Yum, eat 'em up.
There is no way Carlo is ever going to know we fleeced him. The only people that know are you, me, Renee, and Asa. Renee will never tell him and implicate herself. And Asa, I paid him $10 million to keep his mouth shut. So as long as he doesn't go and gloat to him, he promised he wouldn't.
Hello, Rosemary. I was your week at your grandmother's house. You taught her all the new signs, and she learned them all. That's because she's a good teacher.
Sister Maggie.
Hey.
Hi, I'm David Alcorn.
Nice to meet you.
This is my wife, Paula.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Well, Rosemary is a great student.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you. You're the only teacher Rosemary talks about. And talks about, and talks about.
Oh, so nice. Well, she's a great kid.
Sorry to interrupt. Rosemary, come on. We have to let the sister have her lunch.
That's right. Max, this is the Alcorn family. This is Max Holden. He has a hard of hearing child, just a little over a year old.
How do you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Hello, Rosemary. I'm, Max, or something like that.
Well, we'll let you eat. It was nice meeting you.
You too.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. A nice family, huh? Max? You're thinking about your millions before they're hatched?
No.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I was thinking about the twins. I was thinking about how I didn't know how we'd get through those months without them. Now it's time to see them again. It's just, wow. Just snuck. I don't know why I'm surprised. It just sort of snuck up on me.
Are they going to be happy to come home to their daddy and their big brother?
Well, once you get done with the car ride.
Oh, yeah, they're not too fond of road trips.
Oh, no. When I drove down there last time, boy, I almost died along the roadside if you hadn't come along.
Well, you're quite a pro now. You won't have any problems.
No, not this time. Not if you come along. Busy this weekend.
I'll get you the money as soon as I can. But please, let me do it my way.
Honey, I've been letting you do it your way for months now. What you got out of Bo in his deep pockets is nothing short of pitiful, baby. The Buchanans are so rich, they don't even know where half their money is. And I gotta get moving on here. See, Roy needs to start arranging for session players and a rehearsal hall and new charts. And
What do you think? What makes you think you can trust this guy?
Oh, I know what you're thinking. This man is different. He is going to make this happen for me again, so don't you go giving me a hard time about him, Drew.
Okay, I won't. If I can't tell you how to spend it, don't tell me how to get it. Let me do it my way.
Fine. Do it soon.
Fine. Listen, I ought to go. I'll get you back to the motel. I can drop you off at the bus.
Honey, better not if you're so worried about people seeing you with me.
Yeah, you're right.
You go on. First, give your mama a kiss. Honey, all that money those people spend on themselves in a place like this, they don't have a couple of extra cents to give a hard-working gal like you?
Apparently not.
I've been where you are, right in your shoes, and I know how bad your feet are hurting, too.
What can I get for you?
Let's see. I think I'll have me a cup of coffee and a jelly donut.
Don't have jellies. How about biscotti?
Okay. One of them. Excuse me. Do you think that perhaps I could have another cup of coffee alone? Could you, So, your credit cards, Bula? Huh? Yeah, I swear, sometimes I'll think one more cha-ching, and that card is just gonna melt right onto that machine.
Thanks. The car won't break down this time. Besides, we're older and wiser. Oh, that's the best part, the cherry.
I don't like it. You're darn right, because I've taken my vows and I'm not spending any more nights in sleazy sex motels with their affordable by-the-hour rates.
Don't forget the coupling couple next door.
I was too busy trying to block the Triple X TV.
No, I really need your help with the twins in the car.
I can't just pull up 10 stakes and take off. I've got classes to teach.
I told you, it's only on the weekend. I know the twins took to you, and I know that you probably feel pretty good about them, too.
I love your kids. That's beside the point, Max.
What is the point?
Do you think that I am so naive that I don't know what you're up to?
Hi, Andy. Dylan, you look great. It's so nice to see you out looking happy.
Thanks.
Andy must be a good influence on you.
No, actually, I can't really take credit for that. He's made this progress all by himself.
Don't listen to her. She's helping me a whole lot.
something? There was something I wanted to ask you about. You have a second?
Sure.
You know Sammy Lozada? I mean, you knew him before.
Yeah, I went to school with his sisters.
Look, excuse me. You guys talk later. Hey, I just wanted to say how glad I was that Claire's baby's back. I mean, I know you didn't have anything to do with it, but PD thinks that your boss did.
Do you have any evidence?
With Carlo, there never is.
Yeah, well, maybe that's because he's not doing all the bad stuff that they say he does.
Maybe you'd like to think that. I guess we really don't have anything to discuss.
You're right. We don't have anything to discuss.
Dylan wants me to work my charms on little Sammy Lozada. So I'm thinking maybe a talk with Leon would be even better. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to him. What's he skipping out of school again?
I'm gonna go see Dylan.
You all right?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's getting on with his life, you know. It's good. It's the way it should be.
I am hurt. Oh, yes, really. I mean, come on. You've known me long enough. Maggie, this is not about me. This is about my kids.
Right. Just a few minutes ago, you were telling me how you regretted that our partnership was ending, and now you want to go on a road trip with me, and all just because of your kids.
I do regret our partnership being over. It was fun. But I will be a perfect gentleman all the way down to North Carolina and back.
Having both been there, knowing what a god-awful trip that was, why do it again? Why don't you just fly?
Believe me, that was my first choice. Leslie's got a head cold. I checked with the doctor, and he said the cabin pressure will make it worse, so I'm stuck. Look, you know, it's tough. You really know how tough it is to be cooped up in that car with those twins hour after hour after hour.
Hour after hour.
Right. Please, I'm asking you to help me with the kids.
Shouldn't we get back at Rhodey's and just to see if Carlo called? I mean, he might have called by now.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't answer the question.
No, I didn't.
Thank you, John.
Carlo? Dr. Emmentaler.
This isn't Dr. Emmentaler.
You are not Carlo Hesse. He is.
I most certainly am. The question is, sir, who are you?
I am Dr. Alan Emmentaler. Mr. Gannon here can attest to that. He has just seen a ballroom full of doctors hear my lecture on Wieden's disease. This man,
I don't want to
whoever he
say
is,
it again, Doctor. I am Carlo Hesse.
No, sir. He is Carlo Hesse.
That was great.
Tell me about it.
It was different. It was so dark.
You found that exciting?
Incredible.
They finally did it.
So, you're just, shopping the day away?
Well, no, not really. I mean, I just was picking up a few things. I mean, I don't think I could spend a whole day shopping with me right in the hospital. I'm just, trying to waste some time before I have an appointment.
Oh, appointment to your career woman, huh?
Well, some say, yes.
But you're not so busy that you can't go shopping for,
my husband.
Well, it just looks like some very pricey stores. That husband of yours must be some piece of pie if you'd be throwing all these pennies on after him, huh?
Yes, he's pretty wonderful.
I'll just bet he's as wonderful as he can be. Yeah, I love shopping. For me, for somebody else, it doesn't really matter. You know what I like the best? I like browsing through the music stores. Look what I found today. I got me Hank Williams,
He is just the greatest. And Katie Oslin, you know, she just came out of retirement. Katie. You like music, don't you, honey?
Yes, I do. I like music a lot. I prefer rock and roll to country, but...
Oh, rock and roll. Now, to me, that isn't even music. It's just a lot of noise and a few bent notes. To me, if you don't have a heart for country, then by God, you don't have a heart at all.
Okay, well, gosh, the time's gone. And the service certainly isn't what it used to be. Have a nice day.
So long there, you too.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
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 Yeah, bye-bye.
Do you believe that woman? She was with that girl who stiffed me, that I'm supposed to jump to wait on her.
Oh, honestly, some people. My, Becky Lee. The fates are smiling on you today.
Look, Linda, all I'm saying is that I don't want you getting mixed up in all this.
And all I'm telling you is, I'll help any way I can. You and Andy split up, right?
Yeah.
Antonio, I've been there, done that, and I know it hurts. Sometimes you could just die inside. You want to go back and see her one more time. Maybe you can make it work one more time. Make yourself miserable one more time. Well, I'm here to tell you it doesn't work. What you're doing now is the right thing. You're working hard to keep away from her, show her you're moving on, you got a new life now. And that's good. I mean, it hurts, but eventually it'll get better.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have to help.
I helped you once before, remember?
It was different,
I know.
and it shouldn't have happened.
Oh, hey, would you lighten up? I mean, it was a one-time thing, and it was great. Come on, Antonio. We go way back. I don't mind helping you get over her, or whatever else you want to do. And if that's what you want, then it's just friends. Okay?
Hey, Drew. Hey, you're in Phi Sux 101 with me, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going that way in a few if you want to come with. Sure. Let's go. Cool.
Hey, I am so sorry I'm late. Oh, good, you ordered something making a starving man, you know?
You did. Josh, Rachel, Jim.
Hey, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll check you out when I'm leaving.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Rachel. Listen, there's something I need to talk to you about. I mean, something I need to tell you. What's this?
open. It's Hebrew. It means truth.
You didn't have to do that.
Well, that's what makes it so much fun to do. I got the idea at Rosh Hashanah dinner when we were in the kitchen.
I remember.
Carlo Hesser, I presume? Dr. Emmentaler?
Yes.
I thought you were going to call me from the airport. I would have sent a car.
No need for that. Time is not an issue.
Oh, my God, Carlo!
Carla!
Get away from me! Can't you see he's in agony?
Sure, he'll be fine once we get into a hospital.
911!
I
I'm afraid I have very bad news, Mr. Hesser.
Your test results indicate that you have Eden's disease.
Are you telling me I'm going to die? Doctor, you've had an opportunity to review my medical profile? Examine the latest blood tests?
I have. And, Mr. Hesser, I'm afraid the news is not good.
I know you believe in miracles. You know, you have to. It's part of the job, but you know, Serenity Springs water may have some healing powers. I mean, the research just jumps off the page at you like that, but
you know, you can't keep something like this a secret.
But I need something more solid than this before I go public, and until then, hey, I'm sorry. It's going to stay right here in the vault.
I'm having the water tested.
Let me help you. If the water is special like you think it is, it'll be a blessing for the rich and poor alike, and it'll be a blessing on your soul when you make it available to the sick and impoverished.
Yes, of course. We mustn't forget the disenfranchised. But we don't want to build false hopes for the masses. And that's why it has to be tested. I'm checking out a laboratory now to see if they have the proper equipment.
Why don't you just take it to the hospital lab right here in town?
Tell me what you imagine it would take for me to buy the water.
I couldn't accept a penny under $50 million.
You're dreaming, Mr. Holden. That is how I was never safe.
That's what I told him. Well, you, the man I thought was you in the first place.
So it was a mistake? The whole thing?
Oh, yes. A very fatal mistake.
Hey, Ed, any calls?
Not a one, boss.
Good, that's the way. Not a chance. Yeah. What about Apex? Going for that trip or not?
You understand that my life is very different than it was before. I mean, I've committed my life to God, and I am trying very hard to keep that commitment.
I know. I do my best to razz you about it, but the truth is that I respect it and I respect you. And I really, really do need your help. First with the kids and the traveling and all that, but also with the signing. I haven't exactly been keeping up on it. And when that kid was talking to us at the palace, I had a hard time following her.
Rosemary signs fast. Her parents have a hard time keeping up with her.
Look, I know our partnership is over. I'm just asking you for one last thing. For me and for my kids.
I'd love to spend some time with the kids.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. It means so much. I swear I will have the car checked over completely by the mechanic before we take it out on Friday so that we will not be making any unscheduled stuff.
Deal.
You know they're only doing that for your benefit.
Why would he bother? He's free to do whatever he wants to do. You know, I broke up with him. Why should I get mad at him if he wants to move on? But there's no law that says I have to sit around and watch either.
All right. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
You want to go work on some of those exercises at bar camp yet?
Yep. Let's go after you.
The reason I picked truth is that it was you who made me understand that honesty is more important than anything. You made me be honest with myself and my family and everyone around me, including you.
Well, hey there, you guys. It's Bo Rogers. Have you seen him? I called him and told him to meet us here for lunch.
I haven't seen him yet.
Oh. You are not going to believe what happened today at the mall. In the coffee shop, this woman was sitting there, and suddenly she started talking with this really strong Southern accent. And she decided that I was her best friend, so she just talked like we'd been friends for life. And then I happened to mention that I preferred, rock and roll music over country music, and then wham! It was like I'd on her kid, kicked her dog, dented her fender.
What was the problem?
I don't know. You know, I've been working on a theory, and I've always felt that country music is a little overwrought. I'm sorry about that, Joe. And I think that really, if you listen to those songs, if you consume those songs in any kind of quantity, it can actually make you nuts.
Well, Drew's not nuts. And his mom, he's the same country.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude to your mother or to you, Drew. I'm sorry.
You didn't.
You don't talk about your mom much. It's a little painful to think about.
It is very painful. As a matter of fact, there's something I really need to explain.
Come on, Drew. Thermal physics awaits. Right?
Yeah, all right. Listen, I'm really sorry. I gotta go, okay?
Yeah. Meet me in my suite right now. There's something important I want you to do.
I'm on my way.
Work.
Why, Mr. Gannon, you look like a man who's lost his last big chance.
And what are you talking about, Carlo? Oh, me dancing on your grave?
Go and fool my legacy. I've always known that if anything ever happened to me, you'd move in on my carefully built empire in a second.
Some people read the obituaries looking for an apartment.
There's no possibility of that now. I plan on living a very, very long life. I'll watch my yet unborn son become a man, and I will hand over to him everything that I have made.
You, Father of the Year.
Oh, all in due time. First, I want to take care of who's put me through hell these past months.
Yes, get me Mayor Buchanan. Well, when will she be back? Well, as soon as she gets in, have her call R.J. Gannon immediately. Yes, immediately. It's a matter of life and death.
Sometimes I never know what that Drew is thinking, you know? I never know anything about him.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like one time we're really close, you know, we're getting closer, and the next time we're total strangers. He just closes himself off. I don't know anything.
You know what, Steve? You got plenty of time. It's still early. You know, little mystery's intriguing, don't you think?
Yeah, this is cool.
Yes, I need a limo to pick me up at the Landview Mall. And could you get me one of those stretched out? Oh, and make sure it's wide. I don't want to be wheeling around town in one of those big black hearses. My name? Nora Buchanan. That's right. Oh, of course I have a credit card. I am a career woman, after all. Sure. The number is 4543.
This is Rudy's and this is Max.
Max, I'll have you $50 million for you on Friday. I'll call back later with details. Time and place of delivery.
Well, thank you, Carlo.
You won't be disappointed.
Oh, I'm sure I won't be.
What kind of deal you got going on with Max Holden?
Not what Max Holden and that meretricious wretch of a nun are expecting.